Inspiration, motivation, and encouragement is growing. Welcome to the Tea Time with Tan podcast, where you experience innovative solutions and creative ideas designed for your colossal team success. Let's see. Here's your host, Tan.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Tea Time with Tan podcast show. I'm your host, Tan Tate, certified life coach, mother, wife, sister, friend, you name it, and I'm that. And listen, this podcast show, it's about inspiration, motivation, encouragement, and hope. Hope is an acronym for helping others prevail every day. I've gone through some things in life. One of the worst tragedies a parent could ever think of was losing my daughter. She was killed in a motorcycle accident at the age of 20. And that propelled me into a place of darkness that I never thought I would ever come back from. Listen, I want to tell you, you can come back. There is light in the darkness that you're in. It's your turning point and not your breaking point. You got this. Here at Tea Time with Tan podcast show, we always begin with a get it together moment. That's where we allow you 60 seconds to get it together. Clear your mind. Make sure you have pen and paper to take notes. Just make sure that you're in a space where you can receive and enjoy the brew, aka the tea, that will be served today. I'd like to welcome my Tea Time with Tan family, returning listeners. I'd like to welcome our first-time listeners. And I'd like to give a great shout-out to the country of France. Thank you for those over in Paris that are now listening and connected to the Tea Time with Tan podcast show. You are appreciated. Okay, get your 30 minutes. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Little tongue twisted there. Now it's time for your 60 seconds of get it together moment. And while y'all do that, I like to jam a little bit. Be sure to connect with us on social media. Facebook and Instagram, Tea Time with Tan podcast show. Twitter and Snapchat, Anointed, the number 2 speak. Let's stay together. That's right, audience. That's right. All right. Now, let's begin this episode. We're in our anniversary month. It's the month of August, and we will soon have been live or podcasting, sharing for a year, 365 days. We're in a series that's called The Playbook. It's game time. And here, our mission, our purpose is to provide you with information, resources, solutions that help you win in the game of life, help you accomplish your goals, help you become everything you wanted to become in life. We understand that sometimes we run into roadblocks. That's why we're going to be talking about the playbook. What's in your playbook during the month of August? But today's episode, it's about stress in your game. Stress in your game. How it impacts what you're doing. We're talking about stress. S-T-R-E-S-S. At some point in time, we've all dealt with or dealing with, living with stress. kind of got quiet here because sometimes stress catches us by surprise. Sometimes we've been meditating or focusing on a specific area or a challenge, and before we know it, we are stressed. And some of us deal with the anxiety disorder, and we deal with stress. I always say it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to not get the help that you need. I want to give you some warning signs that your body will give you to let you know you're getting stressed. We respond, or our body sends us messages in 4 primary ways: physical, behavioral, emotional, thoughts, perception, that mindset. Warning signs. So take a moment and ask yourself, has your body been giving you warning signs that you are approaching an unhealthy stress zone? Physical. Here's some early warning signs. You may experience muscle tension or headaches. You may have some disturbance in your sleep, or you may feel tired. You may have a rapid pulse. You may deal with nausea. That's your body's physical way of telling you, I'm in a stress zone. Behavioral warning signs. You may notice a change in your appetite. You may be either doing compulsive eating, binge eating, just not eating the norm. You may experience some impatience or carelessness. You may become hyperactive. Or you may have poor production, low energy, and you may want to just have an avoidance of situations or places. That's behavioral warning signs. Now, emotional warning signs. Anxiety shows up. Sadness shows up. You become moody, kind of grumpy, you have a loss of your sense of humor, low self-esteem. These are warning signs that you may be approaching stress. These are early warning signs. And then mentally, with your thoughts and perceptions, early warning signs. You may have the inability to make decisions. You may become more vague or forgetful. You may have a fear of rejection. Or even maybe you're making rush decisions. Early warning signs of stress in your body. We're talking about stress and your game. And when we use the word game, we're talking about life. How's your game of life going? How is stress impacting your game? Have you identified with any of the early warning signs that I shared with you? Stress has an effect on your body. So we have to learn to practice ways to reduce stress in our life. Yes, that's right. We have to find ways to reduce stress in our lives. So we're going to be talking about that ways that we can relieve some stress, reduce some stress to help you. Because as we move forward with the series, the playbook, and we begin to talk about the different plays, and we begin to talk about how you are going to finish 2019 strong, we want you to be prepared if stress shows up in your life. So I want you to take about 15 seconds and just think, have you been really stressed lately? What's been causing your stress? What can you do differently? And now, we're going to give you some tips, things to help you relieve when stress shows up in your life. Meditate. Oftentimes people meditate on the Word of God. People do yoga. They listen to music. Whatever your best practice for meditation is, meditate. Still away. Get in a quiet place and meditate. Close your eyes and focus. Focus on peace. Focus on I love myself. Focus on seeing yourself past this moment. And as you're doing that, begin to breathe deeply. Take deep breaths. Take about 5 minutes to focus on breathing. Make sure you sit up straight. Your hands are closed. And you are taking in positivity. And you're exhaling negativity. And then be present. Slow down. Sometimes we're in a hurry or rush to do everything. Slow down. Take 5 minutes and focus with awareness. Use that time to think about, okay, what is it that I need to do? What is it that can wait? And go from there. And listen, something else. If you know you are having a challenging situation, don't try to put it off. Deal with it. If you at work, something happened at work and you're having a challenging situation at work, don't wait until the end of the day because you're going to be thinking about it all day. If something happened at home before you went to work, resolve it. Because when we linger in those challenging moments, it creates a more stressful environment for ourselves. And then reach out. Talk to people who can help you. People who will refuel you. People who can redirect you. People who will deposit positive energy into where you need to be. Don't become a victim to stress. Don't allow stress to kill you physically, mentally, emotionally. Kill your dreams, your purpose, your mission. You can defeat stress. And then we all know that I believe in God. And He tells us to cast our cares on Him. Leave them with Him. Give it to God and leave it there. And then something else. Forgiveness is a strong necessity in reducing your stress. You need to forgive yourself. It's highly recommended that you forgive yourself. Oftentimes, we are the hardest on ourselves. Forgive others. Remember, forgiveness is for you. I always break it down, the word forgive. For is for you. Give is something that we are giving to someone else. They may not warrant it. They may not deserve it. But listen, forgiveness is for you. It sets you free. Now, you got a whole lot of living to do.